Welcome to YouTube channel Burn Free with adventure, fun and fitness, travelling around Australia. In this episode, we go from Halong to Carter's Mill, heading via Wangaratta and Glenrowan along the way. Glenrowan was where the infamous bushranger Ned Kelly came from. We went to the Ned Kelly Museum. Well, in fact, there were a few museums there. We ended up by chance going to a museum which, as you can see, just had an absolute plethora of memorabilia. It also had lots of tools, like everything dating from that time. Kate Kelly's plate, and you'll see the people there are Kate Kelly, Dan Kelly, Joe Byrne, Ned Kelly, Ellen Kelly, his mum, Steve Hart and Aaron Sherritt. So other than Kate and Ellen, others were all part of the gang. Apparently Ned's greatest accolade has come from the Yarralin Aboriginal people of northwest Australia. They've made him a part of their dreaming, a timeless, immortal figure who embodies freedom, dignity and true justice. I had to speed this up because it's overwhelming, and I'm sure you're a bit overwhelmed as you go through it yourself. You'll see that there's the tools there that were part of how the armour was made. In fact, the heaviest suit of armour was 88 kilograms. So they're the moulds. You'll see there's also the heads there. That's just a bit about phrenology, the gun, and it just goes on and on and on. Eventually, you get to a point where you've done that and you go out the back, and that's where it gets really interesting. Okay, this is apparently pretty much a replica of the Glenrowan homestead, or the Kelly homestead, reconstructed. So Ellen Kelly, Ned's mother, ended up a widow with 8 children, can you believe it? And Ned was only 12 when his father died. He was an alcoholic, and so he became the father of the family. Gosh knows how they all fit in, but anyway, it was always... Ellen Kelly actually went to jail with a baby at her breast for 3 months, I think it was. This is the blacksmith area. Look at that. Another suit. So this is... Obviously the sink and barbecue wouldn't have been part of it. And here's the back of it. These iron gates are typical of the ones that were used at Pentridge Prison, where Ned Kelly was a prisoner. Now we come to the door handle, which was fashioned by a blacksmith and used in this case in the 1800s to chain up female convicts. This particular device or manacle would have been fitted around a woman's neck with a chain passed through the loops. She'd be chained up in the kitchen for the duration of her chores, hence the expression, chained to the kitchen sink. Once we arrived at Carter's Mill, we made some new friends. Oh, they're just, they know we're here. I've got a feeling they're used to human food. And here's one on our car. The boys, they've come in, and I reckon they're trying to gather some food for their partners to impress them. Oh, aren't you beautiful? Can't believe how close we can get to them. Hey, little one. That's the Loos in the background, by the way. We're at Carter's Mill Campground in Victoria near Mount Buller.
We then went for a walk along Plain Creek, noting some beautiful flowers and even that bark sculpture.
Coming back from our sojourn around the creek with our firewood. If I can get a good shot at it, there it is.
And we finished the evening with a lovely healthy dinner. Early night, couldn't wait for the next day to go four-wheel drive adventuring.
So after a fairly easy four-wheel drive track, we've come across Tomahawk Hut, which is a nice little rest area. Again, we have just amazing trees. I thought that was a bird. That was just Lee coming out of the hut. What's the story on the hut, Lee?
Built by the rangers from the early days when they patrolled the area to make sure the loggers weren't logging in the park, in the national park. And there's just an overnight stay for the rangers. There apparently must be a number of other parks. And it's been rebuilt. It's got a...
I'm just taking a walk inside. Here's a broom, fireplace. Cool. Oh look, there's even Lee in the window. Pop up, little weed. Got a bit of newspaper to help start the fire. Here we have a lighter and a sponge. Visitor's book. Tomahawk hut visit information, and as always, we keep coming across fire safety information. Huge thing around here, and a cloth. What's this? Dunno, just a cloth. Kind of, yep, hanging on a little nail. Now I've really wrecked it. Oh, blimey. I like this cloth. It's sort of asteroidish, stellar. There you go. Oh, there's a bit of a mess there. Someone swept it up though. Good on them. Bit of wood ready to go. And this is Tomahawk Hut. And around the outside we go. But wait, there's more. Oh, this is for your friends who want to come and join you. They get the outhouse. Well, I guess it's not an outhouse, but it is. The doghouse. It's a very big doghouse. And look what I've just found. A little bird thingamie. You know.
I can't help myself taking photos of beautiful things. This Devesia latifolia, I had to take a photo to show you the flower, the branch and the tree. And of course the views were stunning, not to mention more flowers. But enough of this beauty. Now let's go for the adventuring.
I'm at the driver's helm and we've come across a creek crossing. As all good creek crossings. I've done a couple already, but for this one we need to get out and just survey the scene.
So
Okay.
you don't want to hit the big rocks. Drive over the big rocks.
Right, so avoid the big rocks. I'm loving the bit of car there. Okay, avoid the big rocks and then go for it.
You didn't go left, so we went over the top of that one.
You reckon?
Keep going. Don't let the juice drop off.
Oh, this is too easy, Lee. Give me a challenge next time.
More left.
Look at that beautiful tree. I'll try not to hit it, hey? And is that a big ditch over to the left? It is. So we'll go to the right. Wow, a little bit rough on the left there, isn't it? Up here.
Don't stop.
Yeah, I know. Here we are at King Hut, or is it King's Hut? Anyway, had a few really good fording adventures on the way. I drove for probably the last 45 minutes. And, well, I went through a couple of little creeks and then you saw one of them, but they got even more tricky. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished at this point. This is our lunch stop for the day.
We continued adventuring up towards Mount Buller with more stunning views to see. Passing by Hell Corner.
While Lee's airing up, I've just stopped to take this screenshot. You don't often see this. It's a lyrebird with a kangaroo.
Finishing the day with a lovely camp-cooked meal by Lee. And that was Carter's Mill and almost the end of the Victorian High Country. Thanks for watching.